I can find it. And we're going to talk about this piece of dysfunctional video that went viral. Oh, what the? So they done took the video down. Somebody done took that video down. I knew I should have did the stream last night, man. I knew I should have did the stream last night. Somebody done went and grabbed the video. I don't know if they talked to the neighbor who they was fighting in front of and grabbed the video. But of course, World Star has it. So if I have to take this portion, that's why I'm only gonna, like, what I'm gonna do is I'm probably just gonna show y'all the video and I'm gonna give you commentary, because they're probably gonna try to copyright strike the video if I show it, but I'm still gonna show at least the video that's here on World Star, because it was actually on Twitter. Somebody sent it to me on Twitter, right? It was a Twitter video. And they went and did a copyright claim on that tweet that had the video. But everybody done seen it. You done seen this dysfunctional couple engaging in dysfunctional behavior. Let's see. And now they want to copyright claim it because it makes them look bad. Of course it makes you look bad. When you're out doing dysfunctional shit and it gets on video, you can't all of a sudden now want it removed. It's what you did. Embrace your behavior. And speaking of that, we're going to get into embracing of behaviors in the stream. Hold on, this is a view of it. This is the video we're going to talk about. They took it off Twitter, but of course World Star has it. Salute to everybody that's here. Appreciate y'all being here. Let's see who's here. Let's see who's here early. Hold on, let me but shout out to the moderators, the channel members, the people that support me, the patrons. Shout out to y'all. Hold on, let's see if I gotta bring this chat room up. All right, it's connecting. See if we can connect and get the chat room open. Now, before I get started on the commentary, I'm going to probably do a bit of a rant. So I may need to get a rant going before I can get into this commentary good, right? Because there are some things I want to say. Because there was and again, like the stream, people, there was a female content creator I spoke about, right? And actually the video clip in the description will give you a better understanding of why, right? They made a community post tab about me. Now I ended up reposting that on my tab and also on my IG stories. This person is obsessed with why I didn't mention Dr. Dre's 93 charge about him putting hands on D Barnes. This was in the early 90s, people. And that was supposed to have been brought up in a video about him and his wife. And they're trying to push this narrative that I'm dodging accountability for black men to an already dysfunctional female audience that are full of women who have psychological issues, who need counseling, who can't keep a man. And we're going to get into that because y'all are going to stop playing with my name. You're going to stop bringing me up randomly trying to get, I guess, your fans to attack me. And what's funny is that I've said good things about this person. Now it looks to me that I was proven right. Sometimes you have to put stuff out there to see if that person is going to prove you wrong or if they're going to prove you right. And what do? They prove you right. And what's funny is that there were women that agree with me. Let's see who's here. Andronica, Sydney, Sheila, Bo, Undefined, Carly, Lone Tongue, Jim Rat, Vern 85, I'm Him, Aaron, Phillip, Mellow Bird, Matthew, Gerald, Nick, Renee, Dwayne, Bonus, Trill, Ace, High School Show, After High School Show, Phil Brad, Charm, Ronan, Leonard, Saint, Tyler, Nicholas, Miss Cool, Shonen. Make sure y'all like the stream. Let me tell you this. I have a catalog full of videos of me being very consistent. What's good, Darlene? Very consistent in my commentary on everybody. Listen, I put my foot on the necks of people equally. All right? But when you try to find something about a multimillionaire billionaire and you try to apply it blanketly to everybody of that group, you look like an idiot. Look at the video catalog. I've been very consistent. None of you can say I haven't. None of you. And the thing is, the people that didn't like me yesterday or the week before, or the month before, aren't going to like me today. I don't give a shit. Shout out to Sheep Stay Sleep. And I will tell you this. I've been making all these videos about Dr. Dre and his divorce for months. But people get triggered all of a sudden out the blue, name being dropped, community posts being put up. What does that tell you? You're coming after me? I did? Listen, man. I've been doing this for over 7 years. I don't give a shit. I don't care about what happened with Dr. Dre in 93. He was punished for that. My commentary was on his divorce, and I'm going to keep it there. But I've been very consistent. That's why women follow me. That's why women support me, because they've had a chance to look at what I speak about and judge for themselves. And what's funny is that we want to talk about 93, but we don't want to talk about 2020, 2021, when you have the Chad Wheelers of the world, right? You got black men killing their black side pieces. You got Caucasian Army Rangers beating a black woman security guard for 10 minutes straight and claiming he was drunk. Y'all don't want to talk about that. You want to talk about what happened in 93. Who gives a shit? He was punished for that. I don't care. Move on. It's over. We talking about 2021 and all of the stuff that has gone on recently. A lot of you melanated women are taking L's due to your choices. Your choices are why you're taking those L's. Your choices are why you cannot keep a good man, which is why I'm doing this stream about a female trying to run over her boyfriend because they're having an argument and a fight. She literally tries to run this guy over, and then she proceeds to try to throw hands with him. But we are supposed to be protecting these women, right? Why is she squaring up with her boyfriend? That doesn't make any sense to me. And let's talk about domestic violence. What about the domestic violence that goes on between black lesbian couples? Not just black lesbian, but lesbian and gay couples. The domestic violence rate is very high. Why do you think those women go from dating studs to dating guys? Because they realize that it might have been a little bit worse dealing with a woman than dealing with a man. We don't want to talk about that though. We just want to demonize melanated men. And let me just tell you this. Yes, I do speak on the behalf of men, and I will continue to do so. The day that I don't speak on the behalf of men is the day I don't make videos. What's the point? That's what I'm passionate about. Just like you have women passionate about helping women, but you're not going to throw my name in there. And that's the problem. You get on social media, you tell all your business about your dysfunctional relationships, but then you want to teach these women how to do what exactly? A lot of these women need to be careful who they listen to. Very careful. I have been very consistent. I'm not going to talk about Dr. Dre's 93 case because that case has been set. That case has been settled. He's been punished for that. You want me to bring it up in his situation with his wife? He was with that woman since the mid-90s. When is the last time Dr. Dre had been accused of anything? Can you explain when the last time Dr. Dre has been accused of anything? In the last year? The last 3 years? What's good, Wanda? The last 5 years? The last 10 years? The last 15 years? The last 20 years? What has he been accused of? Except for being a cheater. Y'all need to get your facts straight before you be dropping names and out here trying to push a narrative. No one believes you. No one believes you. My content has been consistent for a long time. So you will never find me celebrating or ignoring what goes on with women and domestic violence. Who spoke about the Chad Wheeler situation? Who's one of the first people to speak about it? Me. Made a video today about the melanated woman that got killed in Mississippi, dating the married Caucasian cop. Who's going to speak on the situation of the Army Ranger beating on that black woman? Me. I'm trying to decide whether I put it on Patreon because I'm going to have some choice words. So I may have to put that on Patreon. Make sure y'all like the stream, man. This is just a warm-up. This is just a warm-up. Who spoke about the melanated woman being harassed in the store by the well, she's not really a Becky, but by the Karen? Me. I spoke about the melanated woman being harassed in the store by the Karen. Does that seem like somebody that hates black women, that wants black women to suffer? I speak for men. Get over it. I don't care about what happened in 1993 with Dr. Dre. Obviously, his wife didn't either because she married him. And since when have y'all given a shit about his wife? All this fake outrage just to push some gender war bullshit. You're looking in the wrong direction. Because my catalog speaks for itself. It speaks for itself. I will continue to check people who try to put my name in shit and make it seem like I'm in the wrong of what? Because you're trying to rally a bunch of hurt, bitter women against me? That's not going to work. Because once they listen to me, they're going to say, you know what, he's right. He's right. And the thing is this. I'm so consistent that people might even say I'm repetitive in certain aspects. I'm repetitive in the things that I say and do. That's how consistent I am. I call out everybody. Everybody gets the smoke. Everybody gets the smoke. You really want to help these women? Help these women heal. And stop trying to push hate because your life sucks and you want those other women's lives to suck. Coming at me or other guys who are not saying anything about you is not going to help you in one bit. I don't give a shit about what Dr. Dre did in 93. Take that how you want to take that. If you care so much, then I'm sure that you don't own a pair of Beats headphones. Y'all talking about Dr. Dre, but I bet y'all got a couple different pairs of Beats headphones. You putting money into his pocket. an abuser's pocket. You listen to abusers' music because there's been other people accused of certain things. Some of y'all date men who've been accused of abusing other women. Don't get me started. What's up, Lena? Make sure y'all like the stream, man. I'm going to get into the video, but y'all got to get these likes up. My consistency is off the charts. You cannot try. You can't deconstruct that at all. Just look at this channel alone. Look at the many different topics I've had. I don't even like to talk about the same things over and over. I like to speak about different aspects of life, not just relationships. I talk about the political scene, what's going on in the world, individuals, and the women that you think are going to hate me are going to like me. They're going to say, I support you. And then you got some of these simp males who are an embarrassment. They're a complete embarrassment. You males that try to play Captain Save-A-Hoe to these women who don't like you, who hate you, who look for every reason to disrespect you. Y'all are weak and cowardly. And I want nothing to do with you. And you're going to have your red pill moment sooner rather than later. Let's get into this video. Now that I said that. Make sure y'all like the stream. I had to get that ran off. But we're going to get into this, let's see. Into this video. Shout out to Double X Montel 588. Says salute. Salute, man. Let's get into this dysfunctional video. I don't know if this is a whole video, but we're going to get into it. All right. So like the stream. You see what this moron is doing. Do y'all see this moron? She's already tried to run you over once. She's ruining her car just to run. This is a moron. Look at this guy. This is what happened. This is emotions. This is what you call emotional. This woman is trying to run him over because he's taunting her. How about you leave instead of trying to win some back and forth? Yes, I believe this was in Baltimore. Y'all see this? This is crazy. But black men are beating up on black women. This woman is ramming her car into the side of a building just to hit this guy. Now watch this. Look at this. Here come that abuse. Up. Y'all see that, man? And then you got heifers on YouTube talking about how it's always the men doing this. And look at the statistics of these men just beating up on these women. Well, you have one jackass who's taunting her probably because either he done broke up with her or she done broke up with him. And they're just going back and forth with this tit for tat. This is why you don't date males with childish mentalities, okay? Because this guy clearly is very childish and very immature. And this whole sequence of events proves it. It absolutely proves it, man. And this goes on a lot in this country. Probably in other countries too. But in America, you see this a whole lot. These couples fighting back and forths I've shown y'all videos of men catching their girlfriends cheating, and women are just laughing at these guys. They don't take it seriously because they have no respect for them. And these are the type of relationships that people in this westernized country are engaging in. They're very toxic towards each other. Yeah, men don't report abuse. No, they don't. Because men don't see it as abuse. And we're going to get into that a little bit later because I'm going to talk about Ari Fletcher. She's the girlfriend of Moneybagg Yo. This is a woman who has been documented to beat up on her boyfriends. Documented. We've seen video footage of it. Now, is she trying to give him his stuff? If you're trying to give him his stuff, why was you trying to commit murder? This chick literally tried to commit murder on video. This is how emotional these Western women are. All the stuff out there. All the stuff out there. Now watch this again. He's walking away. Look at her. Are you serious? She really want to put hands on him. But that same woman be on social media talking about she's getting beat on by black men. Come on, man. This is crazy. Okay, he's taunting you. Give him his shit so you can go. Because she must have dropped him off or whatnot. Why are you trying to commit a crime, which she pretty much already has? And I bet you she will not get in trouble for this. I bet she won't. This is crazy. Listen, if you break up with somebody, let it go. All this, I gotta one up somebody, is the reason why a lot of y'all are in the situation that you are in. You're in these situations because you're always trying to win some game, some back and forth. You got two morons who should not be in relationships with each other at all. But I bet you they're gonna get back together. How much y'all want to bet? This is normal for them. I bet you this is normal for them. Ladies, if a man forces you to do this, I don't say force, but if you're dealing with a man that makes you do this, you should never deal with him again, because he's gonna end up making you do something that's really gonna mess up your life. It's crazy. She could have lost her life doing this shit. Shout out to Lena M. Says, hope all is well. I may not agree with everything, but I appreciate the content and message. Thank you, Lena M. Appreciate that. Shout out to the lady there. All right. Shout out to Calvin Bruton. If he got killed, black women will be saying he abused her. Oh, of course. All she has to do is say he abused her and all be forgiven. right? He's taunting her. He's yelling at her. He forced her to do it. This woman could have lost her own life doing this. She's running in the side of buildings, man. If somebody makes you do this kind of stuff, you shouldn't be around them. Like, what is this? He said, you going to jail. Look, she tried to fight him there. Oh, no. Now she's going to chase him. Oh, my God. Tell me that these are two, like, teenagers. Tell me these are two teenagers. These cannot be adults. Like, come on, man. A lot of you ladies need to do better than this. Like, come on, man. You could have ruined 2 lives by doing this. His life and your life. Either because you would have lost your life as well as his, or you would have went to jail for attempt murder, manslaughter, because they're not going to give her no first degree or even second degree. They'll say it was manslaughter. Shout out to Shy87. Yo, Jay and Reeseville, these feminists are getting out of control in your comment section, especially with the cop and the black chick video. Oh, of course, because they don't want you talking about that kind of stuff. It bothers them. But that's why it needs to be talked about. And I'm going to keep talking about it. They want to ignore it like it didn't happen. That woman had 4 children that are no longer here because she was going to run and tell that man's wife. But anyway, back to this video. Disgusting video. She better be glad he's as nimble as he is, man. Because if he wasn't so nimble, man, she could have caught his legs, man. If he's getting his stuff, why did you try to run him down? Here he said, you going to jail. And when he said that, that's when she tried to chase him. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. I hope I can keep this up, this particular portion of the video up, because they already took it down from Twitter. But I mean, it's not hard to get anything taken down from Twitter. Shout out to Ronan Roy, 81. Salute, Jay. This is a normal day in Baltimore City. Yeah, I guess it is. I guess it is a normal day. Listen, man, this is your modern. Now, again, I've seen behavior like this when I was a teenager in my early 20s. I've seen dysfunctional relationships. But to me, this is crazy because she literally has tried to run him down multiple times. And not caring about her own life. She's going to have to pay to get her car fixed. And it looks like she broke brick on the side of the building. So she's going to be responsible for, maybe not, because y'all know they don't like to hold women accountable. She's going to have to probably pay for whatever damage she did to that building. Like, what drives you to be that angry? What drives you? You could have took this man's life because you want to go a tit for tat. What does that do for anybody? That does nothing. And I bet you this is what their relationship is. Their relationship is just totally dysfunctional. It shouldn't be that way. If you think you're with somebody that brings out a toxic side of you, you shouldn't be with that person. You know what? Speaking of toxic, right? Speaking of toxic, I did a live stream about the guy who caught his girlfriend cheating, right? He confronted her about cheating. Do y'all know that she's on Facebook advocating for him to be released from jail when he was waving a gun at her? He was waving a gun. I guess he was menacing and threatening her, right? He's in jail with $1 million bond. The live stream I just did recently, he's in jail with $1 million bond because he was threatening to her. He was brandishing a weapon, which I tell y'all, stop brandishing weapons, man. Women they're not afraid of that, man. That one was afraid for a split second, but she knew he wasn't going to pull that trigger. He was just hurt. Now he in the jail with $1 million bond, and she's on Facebook begging people to bail him out of jail. This is the guy that confronted her about cheating, right? He had a baby on her and all that, but she want him out of jail. Now he in jail with $1 million bond. He went viral and he went to jail. They used that video to put his black ass in jail. So he was held accountable for his actions. The one thing I want to know is this young lady going to be held accountable for what she did? I don't know, because they trying to take this video down, and I may have to clip this out of this stream, which would be hella sad. They don't give a shit about fair use no more, especially when it makes certain people look bad. So, ladies, you got to understand, if you're with a guy that brings out the worst in you, you got to get away from him. No man should get you to the point to where you're running them down with a car twice. Like, really? Because you're upset? It ain't that much being upset in the world. It really isn't. But we know women are emotional, but this is a whole nother level of emotions. If these guys can control your emotions this much, then you shouldn't be with them. That makes you want to go and run him down. That should not be happening, people. I'm sorry. Nobody should push you to do this. Yes, he's taunting her. He's taunting her because she tried to run him over. And because he's such a goofy, he's going to be laughing at her because he's goofy. He's a goofy male who probably lives with her. So now this video goes out. Now they want to do damage control, take videos down that are speaking about this. Listen, this video is a bad look, man, for both involved, because he's taunting her. He knows how mad she can get, and he's taunting her anyway. Listen, if a woman runs me down once, I ain't saying shit to her. I'm trying to figure out how I can get away from this chick. But you're taunting her because you like pissing her off. You know, you do have these males that get off on taunting women, right? They get off on taunting them. And that's what he was doing. He got off on taunting her. And that, kind of came back to bite him, but he didn't care. You should never want to bring out emotions like this in women, man, because women can do some insane shit when they are upset. And you dudes should not be provoking these women like this. I'm telling you right now, for your own good, you don't need to be provoking women like this. And I've seen it myself. I've seen how these males like to push women's buttons that they're in relationships with. And then when she does something nuts, he's looking around like, look at what she did, bro. Like, bro, you did it to yourself. You're pushing her buttons. Women will do some of the craziest shit just to get you, man. That's why you do, especially in these situations. They're going to find a way to say, hey, he was the cause of the problem. Stop being goofy when you're dealing with these women, man. Shout out to Ronan Roy. So you can talk to your blue in the face, Jay. Women love this type of toxic relationships, but frown on healthy relationships. Well, you see that on YouTube. You got these women on YouTube that they love toxic relationships, but they pretend like they like healthy relationships when they really don't, because they're toxic and they don't want to admit it to themselves. When your most recent relationship was toxic, but you're telling women that you are going to teach them and tell them how to be in healthy relationships, you're just as big a narcissist as these guys that you talk about are. I see you, Dollar Washer. What's up? Make sure y'all like the stream, man. Y'all know they probably gonna come try to thumbs it down once it's posted. Some people gonna be hurt. Like, again, I'm not afraid of offending people. I offend everybody. And that's good. I'm good with that because I'm making change. This type of goofy behavior needs to stop. This type of goofy behavior, you taunting a woman that tried to run you over, is not good, bro. I don't know what you thought you were doing, but you're not going to get no sympathy from me when you're taunting somebody who's clearly angry, who done tried to run you over. That's how you know these guys have no daddies in their life, no father figures. They just as emotional as the women. Why would you taunt somebody that is trying to run you over with a car? Because if she's capable of doing this, bro, what else do you think she's capable of doing? What else do you think she's capable of doing? We got to stop with the goofiness, man. We got to stop with the goofiness. I don't want to hear y'all being goofy out there and then running to YouTube talking about I'm going my own way. It don't work like that, because you've had opportunities to understand that your behavior is very toxic and you need to work on that. But if you're out here being emotional and sensitive and weak and going back and forth with these women, you're putting yourself in a very bad position, bro. And you're not really going to get a sympathetic ear from me, because I've been speaking on this for 7 years, almost 8 years. My ex tried to run me over. I got locked up, came home, and she came to see me, she gave you money. Was it money and ice cream? Yeah, man. Yeah, I don't want to hear y'all in 2021, being goofy, and then you want to come back to YouTube talking about your red pill. No, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. We're really not. But there's something else I want to talk about real quick. I want to talk about this female Ari. I call her Ari the abuser, because she's known for beating on her boyfriends and never being held accountable for it. But we gonna hold Ari accountable in this sense. Now, when you look at women like Ari, right? That's who the chick in the video reminds me of, right? They just love these toxic relationships, right? They like to be able to fight with their boyfriends. And I had this thought, right? Because Ari went viral because she was dancing on her so-called gay friend, right? So-called gay. So-called, right? And people were saying, well, how can Moneybagg Yo put up with that? Moneybagg Yo is going to, even as a rapper, he's going to put up with that because he's obsessed with Ari. I mean, look at all the gifts he buys her. So if your girl is out here dancing on different men, that's not going to be a good look for you. But I don't think she cares because he's accepted her for who she is and her toxic behavior. Because I'm pretty sure she is worse behind the scenes. There's already been a rumor she's put hands on him before. And she's always on social media complaining about the relationship to where he has to come out and speak on how things aren't as bad as it's shown to be and how she can talk to him in private. The reason, Moneybag, the reason why she doesn't talk to you in private, bro, is because she doesn't respect you. This is why she can dance on her male friend who is not alleged, but he's said to be gay, right? She gets on Twitter and she complains about the relationship. Yeah, make sure y'all refresh. Just make sure y'all refresh. Technical difficulty. She gets online and she complains about the relationship instead of coming to you, Money. She don't come to you, Moneybag, because she doesn't respect you. When a woman has to run the social media about her relationship all the time, she doesn't respect you. She's with you because of what you do for her. You with her because you find her to be highly attractive. And you're willing to put up with her like her other exes did. They tolerated her because they were attracted to her and they liked sleeping with her. And that's where a lot of you guys get caught up, man. That's why I end up making videos about you guys and your situations. It's because you're with women that don't respect you. You with women that don't care that you're a rapper and you have a certain image. They don't care. They're going to get on social media and call you out every chance they get. They're going to be dancing on their so-called gay male friends because they don't respect you. And that is a bad look. I mean, rappers ain't who they used to be, man. Women actually used to respect their rapper boyfriends. They actually would sit in the background and you wouldn't even know that they were with that guy. Like, look at Fabulous and his girlfriend, long-term girlfriend, right? I think they may have married recently. You didn't even know they were with each other until they got on reality TV. Or she did. But now these women don't respect these guys. So yeah, they're going to get on Twitter and complain about their relationship. Yeah, they're going to be in clubs dancing on their so-called gay male friends. Because these women don't respect these guys. And these guys put up with it because they're thirsty and they like sleeping with these women. And you should never be in a situation where you're walking on eggshells and you have to worry about whether she's going to run to Twitter and why she don't talk to you in private. Bro, she doesn't respect you. That's why she doesn't talk to you. Why would she talk to you? She don't respect you. What is it about you that she's supposed to respect, bro? You put up with her in her dysfunctional state. So therefore, she really does not have a reason to show you any type of respect. And that's why these women are out here in these toxic relationships, because they function better in toxic relationships because they've only known that. And they will go out here and they will date these guys who have this toxic energy. And that's what I showed y'all in the clip before. I showed y'all that you can tell that they've probably been dealing with each other for a while and they ain't gonna let each other go. They're not. They like these dysfunctional relationships. So you got to let the chips fall where they may. I'm not going to feel sorry on either side. You got a chick trying to run down on her boyfriend with her car. He's taunting her for doing so. They fighting with each other. Depending on whatever outcome it is, I'm not going to feel sorry for them. Because if you choose to be in toxic relationships with women that don't respect you, don't respect your authority, then you're putting yourself in a bad situation, man, that is only going to be made worse by your ignorance. Listen to me. Be careful who you choose to date. Date for the right reasons. Take time to really get to know people. If you feel like you're a toxic person, if you feel like all your relationships are the same, then you need to get help. A lot of y'all need therapy. I've been saying it for years. A lot of y'all need therapy, especially a lot of these males need therapy, especially these women. I mean, like I told y'all, look at the women on YouTube. They're completely dysfunctional. They're a lost cause. They'll never get wiped up. They're going to be in that single lane for a very long time, man, because they have not worked on building themselves up. And they have nobody but themselves to blame. You are who you choose. If you're choosing somebody that's toxic, maybe you're toxic. And you have to work on that. There are women that don't respect good men. There are women that would prefer a guy who they need to fix. Why would you as a woman want to fix a man? You should be with a man who's already fixed, right? His mindset is good. His mental health is good. Why would you date mentally ill men? Why would you date men that are goofy, that don't take life seriously, don't even have a car, probably don't have their own place to stay? You got to focus on those little things, man. But a lot of times people don't. And that's why their relationships fall apart constantly. Constantly falling apart. But again, instead of playing the blame game, let's play the accountability game and say, you know what? I know that this person was dysfunctional and I broke up with them, but I'm going to work on myself. I'm going to make sure that mentally, physically, emotionally, I'm in the right place. And the best way that you can do that is by working on your own mental health, working on who you are and what you want in life. Because if you're constantly attracting dysfunctional, abusive men, then maybe that's what you like. And maybe that's what your energy brings to you. Sometimes we are our own worst enemy. We self-sabotage ourselves, and we have to do better. Blaming people is not going to be better. Blaming people is not the answer. You cannot blame people over and over and over again and think that that's going to fix everything, because that's not going to fix everything. Shout out to everybody that's here, man. We need to stop with this blame game bullshit, man. This whole gender warring. It's the men's fault. No, it's the women's fault. No, look yourself in the mirror first. You see, I don't play the blame game. I don't. Anybody who's been following me for a while, you've been on my live streams, you watch my videos, right? You know that I've had males and females in their feelings about what I had to say. I don't care. You know, a view is a view. You need to worry about yourself instead of worrying about me so much. Your life sucks because of you. And I want you to remember that. If your life is going bad, it's probably because it's your fault. Because if you don't bring the right energy into your life, and you choose the wrong energy constantly, that is a you problem. You can't blame YouTubers for that. You can try all day long, but it's not going to stick. Just like people who want to say that I ignore abusive women and all that, that stuff doesn't stick with me. The video catalog speaks for itself. You cannot stick that on me. You cannot put that on me. That is false. I always call out dysfunctional behavior, no matter where it's coming from. It's very easy to do because you know what dysfunction is. Well, some of y'all don't. That's why you end up dating dysfunctional men who are out here cheating and are out here catching all type of diseases. You're so used to that, you don't know what's good. And then you do come across a good man, you're always looking to sabotage them. You're always looking to sabotage them. And that's sad. It really is. It really is sad. But this is the world we are in, man. People are just They're so dysfunctional, and they're just so out of touch with reality. It's just sad. Just like you got this guy running around, chasing around his girlfriend who's trying to run him over with a car. This is the type of behavior that women need to avoid instead of running to social media to complain. This is what you need to avoid. And the thing is that a lot of y'all are so misguided, and you're so broken. You don't know what's right and you don't know what's wrong. You know what I'm saying? You're stuck in a mindset that is going to forever sabotage you. Like, look at this moron trying to get my attention who probably has no woman at home. You know, this a chat room slore. You know, the chat room slores are always the funniest to me. You know, they go from chat room to chat room looking for attention when they're just a chat room slore, looking for male attention, right? You know, guys that never got over their issues, and they wonder why they will never have any sympathy or any closure in those situations, right? But looking for my attention, whoever that is on the account, it's not going to work. You are what you were raised to be, sir. All right? You don't like my commentary, you don't have to be here. You're just one of many whose life sucked and will always suck. You're just down extremely bad. Down extremely bad, man. A lot of you guys are down extremely bad, man. That's why I don't feel sorry for none of you. None of you crazy, delusional psychos. I don't feel sorry for you at all. Your life is what you made it. Your life is what you made it. Coming at me is not going to change anything. Coming at me is not going to change anything. You are still going to be exactly where you are. A lot of y'all wake up hating yourself, just wanting to hop off the highest bridge. But that's your life. You know? That's your life. And my life is better than yours. I guarantee it. But like I said with this guy in this video, this is a situation that is of his making. When you are taunting somebody who clearly is upset behind the wheel of a car, you put yourself in a very bad situation, man. And listen, I don't want to have to make no video about this guy losing his life to his girlfriend. Because again, this situation, he's taunting her, you know. Get as far away from her as possible where her car cannot reach, sir. Okay? Get in the house or get on the sidewalk and stay on the sidewalk. You know, chasing her around the street is not going to help anything. You know? Candy, he was accused during the divorce proceedings, but we didn't hear anything else from it. You know why? Because it was bullshit. You wait until you're losing a divorce case to bring out the I was abused. After you brought out the side chicks. You cared more about the side chicks than you did about the abuse allegations. And they seemed like a very happy couple for a very long time. So I'm talking about what Dr. Dre did to D Barnes. On that level, we need something like that, where there's witnesses, there's people that saw it, there was an actual victim, there was actual charges, and you can't say because they're rich. There's a lot of rich men that get accused of shit. Look at Harvey Weinstein. Look at some of these other guys that get accused of domestic violence. All these pro athletes get accused of domestic violence. We only hear about this when a divorce. It ain't just Dr. Dre. A lot of these women claim divorce when the marriage is over after about 20, 25 years. You know what I'm saying? They always claim that. But again, that didn't have anything to do with their divorce proceedings. But if that's how you feel, how you feel. But I've moved on from that. I'm on these black women losing their life at the hands of men in general, like these Caucasian men. Right, accusations, convictions is two different things. Like, there were charges against Dr. Dre in 93. There were charges. He was charged. I'm talking about victim, not his ex-wife claiming abuse because she wants more money. Salute to everybody that's here. You got women getting beat to death for 10 minutes by a Caucasian Army Ranger. You got a guy spreading HIV to black women all across the East Coast, getting 2 years in jail. But look at what we're talking about. Look at what we're talking about. And I'm again, I'm going to address it. I don't know if I'm going to do it live or if I'm going to do it on Patreon, because I'm going to have some choice words to say. But you may have to pay to see it. You know what I'm saying? Right. Dr. Dre the one got abused. He got abused in court. You know what I'm saying? He got abused in court. This man suffered an aneurysm, and his wife wanted that check, and he wrote his wife a check while he was in the hospital. Dr. Dre's the one that's been taking abuse from his ex-wife. You look at it. But, man, don't do this, man. Don't be out here taunting these women, man. These women can be your worst nightmare when you do shit like this. They can be your worst nightmare. All right? So you need to be careful about the type of energy you bring around you, man. Because sometimes two people can be good people, but they can bring out the worst in each other. And it seemed like these two bring out the worst in each other. If a woman brings out the worst in you, let them go. Let them go. That's the best advice I can do for you guys out here that are out here pursuing relationships and whatnot. Because I know that if a woman looks a certain way, she's going to command a certain amount of attention from you guys, man. And y'all are going to overlook. That's why I spoke about Ari earlier, is because I feel like she is the type of woman who's gotten a pass. She's gotten a pass for her behavior. You know what I'm saying? Just because of how she looks, she got a pass for her behavior, you know? Or because of how big her ass is. Y'all know how these guys are. How big her ass is, right? They're willing to overlook certain things. But that's pretty much all I wanted to say. I think I'm having some issues with this stream. But yeah. Gerald, you gotta call people like that women. There might be a male behind that account, Gerald, but we gotta call him a she. So we got to call this person by their proper pronouns and say she, even though that's a whole male behind it. See, hey, women who hate me, there are males who dislike me too and like to troll my chat room and comment section. So you got to understand that I don't pander. I tell it like it is. They get upset because I say what I say and I still get female support. And I'm not a guy who says crazy shit. And because they're mentally unstable, like the people that raised them, they want to get on here and they want to get my attention. That's why you got to call them she's. You know, they may not be women, they're males, you got to call them she. So I got to say she is in their feelings. She is upset. Sweetheart, you're going to be all right. Oh, man. They say women are emotional, but some of you females, gotta call you by your proper pronouns. Y'all act just like these women, and then you wonder why these women run through you and run around you, run circles around you, treat you like shit, cheat on you. Because a lot of you simps are getting cheated on every single day. Unfortunately, a lot of you guys get cheated on, man. You too busy on YouTube trolling other men. Some of these males are sitting in front of their computer right now, typing in comment sections and chat rooms, while their woman is texting another man, sending him pictures and all type of shit. If they have a woman, some of them might have a man. Who knows? If they have a man, he's probably cheating on them too. Their face is in the computer, listening to me and my amazing voice, catching feelings, getting in their feelings and emotions, highly upset. All you can do is laugh at people like that. That's all you can do. Robert, I don't speak to nobodies. Unless I summon them or unless they have to call in on the call-in show. And I'm not sure I'm going to do the call-in today because my stream is acting up. Got you guys getting cheating on and you don't even know it, man. You have no idea because you don't understand women. Salute to everybody that's here. Hold on a second, man. Okay, I had got a Cash App. I'm trying to find it. Shout out to Ronan Roy. He says showing support on the Cash App. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, well, like I said, the views count, man, and it's definitely gonna count when it's over. So shout out to everybody for tuning in. All right. Hopefully y'all having a good Friday so far. If you want to see the original video, because they may end up copywriting the clip, here's the link to the video, the original video. Y'all can go and check it out in case they end up taking this one out. All right. I appreciate everybody being here. Let's say hopefully your week has been great. You know, you've been out here making moves, doing whatever you got to do. Yeah, I do. At time, I haven't recently, Tyler, because I've been upgrading the equipment, so I haven't had a chance to play recently. But I will once I get everything set up in here the way I want to. I will get back to it. Now, doing it live, I don't know yet. And shout out to the people that follow me on Twitch. I'm going to try to stream from Twitch sometime soon. I don't know how many y'all are over there. Maybe y'all can let me know. Be Fierce. What's going on, Be Fierce? Told y'all the women love Jada Black. Women love me. Women, matter they're older, you got the younger women, the Gen Z women, they all love Jada Black. All of them. All of them love Jada Black. Shadi7 says Patreon is much safer. Put the video on there. I may have to. Because I'm going to use the news clip in there. because I want y'all to see what's going on out here. Black women are getting beat on by these Caucasian men, and y'all are not saying nothing. Y'all more concerned about whether or not I speak about something that happened in the early 90s. That's just how crazy and delusional y'all are, man. Even though the women have told me that. Other women have told me that y'all are completely delusional. I've had women tell me that y'all are delusional, man. Native Son said, that's my old block. Oh, talking about there in Baltimore? You know? The pre-order Madden 22. I don't know. I got to check out the features, man. I may, but Madden, man, always seems to disappoint sometimes, man. They got to fix that franchise mode. We do love and support you. Shout out to Aleka Dunham. I think that's how you say your name. It's another woman that loves Jada Black. I told y'all, women love me. No matter what the race are, no matter how they age. And I think that hurts a lot of their feelings. And it's not going to change. There are women that you don't even see in my YouTube chat rooms or comment sections that show love and appreciation for a real one, and me. And I think that hurts these people's feelings. Like, damn, why did he say what he say and those women still support it? Because I'm real. I'm not fake. I'm not pandering. I'm not pushing hate. But y'all are. Because a lot of y'all don't care about anybody but yourself. You're the true narcissist. You know? And I'm going to keep putting my foot on the necks of people. And that includes a lot of you melanated heifers that don't like my videos. You can continue to not like it, and I'm going to continue to push my message forward of true accountability, not blaming one race of men. That's stupid. That's idiotic. All right? Shout out to Carter, CBD, BioCare. Jay, how much to promote the CDB bio product? I have to tell you that in the email, man. I haven't been promoting products recently, man. I may get back to it, but I would say hit me up in a couple weeks, man. I just been busy doing shit, man. I don't want to have to be doing promotions now. I do promotions here and there. I don't like to do it too much, right? Because I don't want to put so much in my videos or live streams. But you just hit me in the email, man. I appreciate it, though. Right? I've been doing some community tab promotions, though. But not for websites, but for YouTube channels. Well, one. It was probably one. You know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, man, hopefully y'all are doing good out here. Salute to everyone here. Shout out to the people that donated. All right. And one more. Hey Jay, do you know some women on dating apps are flagging men for listening to your channel or Kevin Samuel's channel, even canceling other women? How sick? Really? On dating apps? It must be the Kevin Samuels. I doubt that people dislike me that much, even though they're trying to get people to dislike me like a bunch of idiots, which is never going to work. Man, that just shows you, man, I'm telling you, these women are losing their minds, man. These women and their simps are losing their minds, man. They're losing their minds, man. And that just shows you that their life sucks. I told y'all this life sucks, man. They have no happiness there. They have no happiness there. But I just don't think men should give a shit, to be honest with you. All you can do is move forward, man. Oh, so they're saying on dating apps, if you say you like certain people, Man, dating apps are for women that are average or women that are overweight. That is what dating apps are for. It's for them to feel good about themselves. That's why you got Bumble saying, if you don't like big women, then we don't want you on our platform. It's only there to make them feel good about themselves. Shout out to Calvin. A lot of these women wasn't even born when their Dr. Dre's. Right. A lot of these women were born after that. And they want me to talk about something happening in 93. Then they say, well, what about him and his wife situation? Where's the proof? There were proof in that D. Barnes situation. There were proof. He was charged. Where are the court documents that she went to court to file restraining orders on him? That, there are photos of him beating on her. Until you show me that, and you show me that, okay, like this guy, he been beating her up that whole marriage. If you can't show me that, shut the fuck up. Stop trying to sound intelligent and let the intelligent people talk. You don't know what you're talking about. Shout out to Wanda, Maxima. Great content, Jay. I love you. Keep up the great work. Thank you. Much love to the family. Thank you, Wanda. I appreciate it. Shout out to Wanda, as always, showing support. I love that. Appreciate that. Love Wanda too. Love you too. Y'all ain't got no receipts, but y'all want to sit up here and talk. And why do y'all care about what he did with a white woman? Since when have y'all cared about Caucasian women? Y'all talk about Caucasian women all day, every day. You talk about how melanated men are out trying to chase Becky and, who they really choosing. But now you care about this Caucasian woman he was married to? Man, get the fuck. Man, come on, man. Moving the goalposts, man. Y'all love moving the goalposts. That's why you're single. That's why nobody wants to deal with you. You keep moving that goalpost. My email is open. You can send me whatever receipts you have so you can correct me, but you're not going to be able to do it. Because are we talking about the abuse of Caucasian women or are we talking about the abuse of black women? And by the way, same gender relationships have the most cases. Just as many, if not more, of domestic violence. Why do you think those women go back to dating men? If those relationships were so good, why do they end up going back to the real thing? Okay? Why do you think they end up going back? If everything was so good dating women, they end up going right back to men. Shout out to everybody that's here. Shout out to y'all. Let's see. Hold on. To everybody that's here. Hopefully y'all Friday is good. Right? Positive vibes only. There's a lot of hurt out here. Don't be one of them is what I would say. Don't be one of the hurt out here that are out here clamoring for victimhood. All right, people. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You can also send me messages about video topics. All right. You can send it to the email. You can send it to the IG. All right. I don't really check my Facebook like that. Every now and then I do. But yeah, man, to keep up the content, subscribe to all the channels. You should be subscribed to Jay the Black Livestreams too, and Basic Social Politics with Jay the Black. That's where you should be. All right. I'll see y'all on the next one. Y'all take care and have a blessed weekend. All right.